He's here. It's Adam Lambert, right? Seacrest with a rock star, Adam Lambert, in the studio. Brother, great to see you, man.
It's good to see you.
You were talking about that you're kind of into one of your hobbies is design now. You like
I guess I've
design.
always kind of liked putting things together, but I bought a new house and it became such a huge project. Mm-hmm. And I think it's almost done. I would say like 95%, but then of course I'll change it all over.
Well, I was just saying it'll only always be 95%.
Exactly.
You'll never get it totally done.
Never satisfied.
Hey,
no.
one thing to go back to what we were talking about earlier on the show this morning. We were talking about food cravings earlier on the show, and I was saying that there's a way for you to, if you're craving something in the world of food, to get rid of that craving, you pinch the skin between your upper lip and your nose for 1 minute, and scientifically, the craving goes away.
Really?
Yes. So you can try it when you crave something, but it just made me wonder, my weakness is pizza. If I see a beautiful pizza that's got a little crispy crust, I crave. Are you savory, you sweet? What do you crave?
I'm more of a savory person. I'm not really
me too.
that into sweets, although ice cream is like an Achilles heel for me. So, but I went off dairy like a year or two ago. So, if
do you
it's
feel
gonna
differently because of that?
Yeah, I feel a little better. Mm-hmm. Yeah, helps your digestion, your energy, skin.
Don't start with Tanya about digestion.
Yeah.
She's got a whole world of things going on over there.
So now, from now on, if I see you like pinching your upper lip in a weird way, you're hungry.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm hungry. I'm my pizza craving. Hey, you have a cameo in Taylor Swift's video.
Yeah, it was so last minute. It was hilarious. I was on Ellen's show doing a performance that day, and Taylor was pre-taping something for the same show, and she came into my dressing room and she's like, "Hey, you want to do this thing real quick right on the back lot?" I was like, "Yeah, why not?" So it's totally spur of the moment, which was wild. Yeah.
Oh,
That's how it comes together.
Yeah.
Because it was you were a tattoo artist, right?
Yeah. And I was giving Ellen a tattoo.
Yes.
Oh, it was the best.
Yeah.
And what was her tattoo?
It said "Cruel Summer," which is a song title off of the new album.
Have you heard the new album?
Yes, it's great. It's fantastic. Yeah.
It is just incredible. I'm thinking back to meeting you. I'm seeing you here. First of all, you don't age. I got to tell you that.
Oh, thank you.
You really don't. Like
Neither do you.
Well, thank you. I brought it up so you'd say the same. How many years ago did we meet?
That was 10 years ago.
A decade.
10 years ago. Can you believe it?
Dude, you've been doing this for a long time.
It's been a minute, yeah.
And
so have you.
I know. I feel it though now. Like I'm standing doing the show because I've been told I'm too tight in my hips and my hamstrings. So that's all I'm getting. So he's got a new single called Superpower, which is out now, and the EP Velvet Side A out September 27th. This has been a project you've been working on for a while.
Yes,
right?
a handful of years now. I made a bunch of business changes, and then I changed it again, and then I changed it again. So that kind of slowed the process down.
What does business changes mean?
Like, label management, all the industry stuff.
Got it.
And so that kind of like slowed the process a bit, but I'm so excited it's coming out now. It's like, it's time. We are doing it. And I know my fans are like waited on bated breath, and it's happening.
Do your fans, they don't compartmentalize Adam Lambert and Queen? Do they follow both paths with you?
I think some do, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think you'd have to ask the fans themselves, but
Tubbs?
I would hope.
Let me ask you. Our engineer is a big fan of both you and Queen. Do you follow both paths?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just want to go to the source.
Hey, thanks, man.
Let me play a little. This is Superpower. What is
It's
the
kind
tempo
of like
BP?
I don't know. I actually don't know the BPM off the top of my head, but it's sort of that kind of like slow disco, like
Right.
that disco funk kind of groove.
So all the tracks are in that realm.
All the tracks on except for one, they're very groove based. Yeah, like they're all about the pocket. The good bass lines. A lot of '70s music has inspired this project.
I was just gonna say, has touring with Queen inspired you with new music?
Yeah, I mean, I think this music is a little different than their stuff, but it definitely kind of told me what makes a good song, what makes a song classic, what makes a melody stick in people's heads.
So it was a while ago. I saw that special you did on ABC, which was incredible.
Thank you.
And it's like I know you, but I learned even more about you. And there was a point where either there or somewhere I heard you talking about how at first the fame that you were capturing was overwhelming. It was a lot at once, right?
It was, remember, I mean, it was kind of nuts. And I think, that was a point when the show there was a lot of people watching it every week. And no matter who you are, no matter how well adjusted you are, it's a bit of a trip,
Yeah.
And when it all started, I was very excited, obviously, and looking forward to all my opportunities. But it took me a second to get my feet on the ground,
When you're overwhelmed, what do you do now?
Just take a second, put your phone down, take a bath.
Take a bath.
Have a glass of red wine. I don't know.
All things that sound really good.
They're really normal, you know? I actually don't get that overwhelmed now. I'm really excited. I feel like with this project and where I'm at in my life, I'm actually in a really cool spot. I'm happy. I got my dog, I got my boyfriend, I got a house, I'm working, I'm doing what I love. I mean, I'm in a good zone right now, so I'm really excited to share that.
Well, there's so many questions I have now. So
Yeah,
shoot.
How long have you been with your dog?
I think about 2 years now I've had my dog.
What kind of dog?
He's a Basenji Chihuahua mix.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he's about 15 pounds. And he's got a split personality. Sometimes he's like real alpha and he'll like guard the house. And then in a split second, he is like the lady of the couch, He's crisscross and he gives me side eye and he's very spoiled.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That sounds like Georgia a little bit. Georgia will give me side eye too.
Yeah, Georgia gives a lot of side eye, actually.
And then so you're in a great relationship then now. Too.
I am. I'm so happy. And it's like I've traveled a lot. I've met a lot of amazing people. But just to have something that's like kind of domestic, it feels so nice.
Grounding.
Yeah, really grounding. That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I'm so excited to like be performing and rolling out this music for everybody in this point in my life, because I feel like I'm in a different headspace and I'm really excited to kind of do this again.
They told me that you were out there because we have microphones everywhere. They told me you were out there. You were out there talking about when you go on a date with someone and then they want a Venmo payment.
Yeah, someone was saying that they saw a story about like there's women going on dates with men, like first dates, and then after the date's over, after they part ways, they get Venmo requests from the man to split the bill with them, which is like that is like chivalry dying.
Yeah.
Like
so
there.
don't respond and definitely don't go out again.
That's a deal breaker, I think.
Well, that's I think when the date goes bad and you both know that it's not going anywhere.
So he wants to
the
get paid
guy's like,
back?
I want to get paid back.
Yeah,
right.
kind of.
But like, that's so
terrible.
shady.
I
Like,
know.
what is the signal of the date going well? Like, what is his like?
Where's his line?
Yeah,
Right.
that's shady.
Well,
I don't know.
Tanya, has that ever happened? You've never been asked to Venmo back. have you?
I have a lot of friends that have been asked to Venmo back. I
Really?
have not. No.
Oh God, that's so rude.
Yeah.
No.
It's
God.
because
Thank
they're
God you're in a
going.
good relationship, Adam.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
stuff
I'm
that goes
lucky.
on now.
It's scary out there.
Yeah, it's frightening. Hey, Adam Lambert, Superpower. It's out now as EP, Velvet Side A, September 27th. Great to see you, man. Congratulations.
You too. Yeah, thanks, man.
Appreciate you coming in.
My pleasure.